Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be about the shortcut to happiness. I mean, by the end of this video, you are going to be so exuberantly happy you don't know what hit you. But above all, you are going to stop looking for happiness in the world outside of you. Whether it's your people, your pets, your job, the weather, you are just going to stop looking for happiness out there where you will never find it. But before I get to this one point that's going to completely transform your joy and happiness, I am first going to ask you to subscribe to this channel, because on this channel I talk about how you can find your passion and go after it at any age, how you can find balance even at the most difficult times in your life, and how you can be happy, see, with the things and the people you already have surrounding you. So if you're interested, make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, let's get happy. So I'm not going to keep you in suspense about what this one thing is, because this video is not about what this one thing is. It's going to be about what it can do for you and how it's going to help you become happy, and how it's going to contribute to your lasting happiness as you go on, experiencing life. So here goes. The thing that's going to accelerate your journey, where you're going to get to that place in your life where you're just happy with yourself, where you have this peace of mind that's going to allow you to be at peace with yourself and at peace with the world, is your own self-acceptance. Yes, your self-acceptance, you accepting yourself just the way you are, is not just about your self-esteem. It's not just about you being okay with yourself. It has everything to do with everything. So it has to do with your health, it has to do with your relationships, your work, your performance, everything that you can think of about yourself, as far as the things that are important to you are concerned. Your self-acceptance, your self-image is literally the most important thing. So what is self-acceptance? Self-acceptance is you being able to look at yourself in the mirror and not have so many negative thoughts about yourself. Self-acceptance is, not only accepting yourself for the things that you like or for the things that others like about you, but also accepting yourself for the things that you might not necessarily like about yourself. For example, your past, or things that have to do with your physical appearance, things that you consider to be a weakness, or, all these things that you yourself and other people have pointed out it is not perfect about you. All these things, your imperfections and your flaws, have to come in this equation, and you have to be able to be at peace with these things. Self-acceptance is about, just having this healthy image about yourself. And now let's get to today's topic and see how self-acceptance is going to help us become happier and more fulfilled in our lives. So the first thing is, self-acceptance is the biggest shield from the illusion of the outside world. Because once you start to accept yourself, the illusion of the outside world is going to become clearer and clearer, and you will see the BS for what it really is. This is what self-acceptance will do for you, and it changes and transforms everything in your life. Because you are now powerless, paralyzed with fear, with anxiety, with depression, with so many, things that are going on in here that's now leading you to some sort of mental health issue, and you don't need that in your life. And the only thing that you need to do is to accept yourself. You don't need the permission of the outside world. You don't need the permission of other people. And you don't really need to feel very good about yourself in order to accept yourself. And once you realize this, you will take your power back, and you'll now become whatever you want. You will do whatever you want without this illusion becoming a hindrance to your progress in life. Because for a while now, you have been thinking that all this negativity out there is normal. All the negativity that's thrown at you from anyone or anything is the norm, because that's the way it should be, right? You are feeling undeserving. You have this feeling of self-doubt and self-loathing that is going to be the perfect platform for this kind of negativity thrown towards you, and you kind of absorb this negativity and you're okay with it. And you don't need to do that. And self-acceptance will help you through this journey of self-healing and actually rejecting any kind of negativity thrown at you, because you can actually live your life a different way. You can actually allow yourself to be loved, to be accepted, to be around people in situations, in places where you can thrive instead of, just survive. Because it's all an illusion. When the world tells you that you can't do something, it's all an illusion. It's false, because you are the one who can change anything for yourself. So it means whatever it is that is being echoed out there is fake. This is what you have to think about every day. You have to remind yourself that, you don't have to buy into this illusion. You have to be awake enough to see that whatever it is that's going on out there is not real. You have the power. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to be whoever and whatever you want. And you can only do that once you fully accept yourself, and that realizing that you don't need anybody's permission in order to do that. The second thing is self-acceptance dissolves negativity towards oneself. It removes self-doubt, inferiority, feelings of unworthiness, and not being good enough. And you can see how resolving these issues can end up in a happy life, because our life, we live it up here. It's not out there. We all have our own made-up worlds in which we either feel good enough, deserving of all the things that we want, or we feel all the luck in the world and luck within ourselves that is going to not allow us to achieve the things that we want in life. And in order to solve all these issues that you have within you, no matter where they came from, it doesn't matter if you had a bad childhood or you've experienced, a litany of negative experiences, this is going to help you become a better person at any age. Because you can have these feelings at any age. And if you're an adult and you're still looking for validation from other people, you're still looking for the world to tell you that you are worthy of things, that you are deserving of things before you feel that way about yourself, this is very dangerous for you, because you might not necessarily come across people who are going to be encouraging you, or situations that are going to encourage you, or your own progress in life being this thing that's going to help you continue in your journey. So you have to be the one, you have to be proactive, and you have to be your own cheerleader when it comes to these things, because expecting the outside world to do it for you is just foolish. And you can do this by fully accepting yourself and telling yourself that you don't need to punish yourself for not being good enough. You don't need to punish yourself and go on living your life, sentencing yourself to a life of misery and unhappiness just because you have these feelings or emotions, because they're fake anyways. So take control of your emotions and start accepting yourself and get rid of all these negative thoughts. Otherwise, you are creating your life up here and you're not going to like the reflections. Number 3 is self-acceptance will dissolve sadness, anger, resentment, and fear. All these things that go against happiness, right? So if your self-acceptance can help you get rid of all these negative emotions, then you are free to explore, just being happy and just being in the moment and not being in need of any drama in your life. So this is going to help you become happier. It's going to help you become at peace with everything. And all this resistance and friction is going to go away once you know that you don't need to hold on to these negative emotions in order to live, in order to make sense of life. You don't need to hold on to anger or resentment towards someone. That's only going to eat you alive, and sometimes literally eat your physical body, your body parts. That's what happens when you hold on to resentment. And you don't need to be angry, because that's the destroyer of happiness. You don't need to have all these negative emotions in order to just justify your situation. You simply let go. You simply let go of what others have done to you, what you think you've done wrong, and you start living life. And this is what's going to help you become joyous in your life. Because self-acceptance also comes with self-care. Because when you accept yourself, you will have no need to harm yourself. You will have no need to punish yourself in any way. And you will have no need to punish others also. You don't need to go on doing all these things in order to prove a point. So it comes with self-care. Once you accept yourself, you're also going to start taking care of yourself. It comes with, you know, just doing good things, doing the things that you love, that you enjoy doing, allowing yourself some rest, allowing yourself some, you know, just being silly, because that's also, you know, another great ingredient on your happiness journey. You need to take life easy. You have to stop taking life so seriously all the time. That's going to end up in an issue up here. So you don't need to do that, because your mind can only take so much. If you are thinking that it can go on accepting all these negative thoughts and emotions, you are wrong. And that's how people end up, you know, needing help in the end, because they can't help themselves anymore. Number 4 is self-acceptance destroys the need for acceptance from others. Now, it doesn't mean that you go on doing things that other people disapprove of in order to make a point or in order to say that you are accepting of yourself. It just means that, you know, as long as you're not hurting anyone in any way, then you don't need to beg for acceptance. If someone accepts you just the way you are, fine. If they don't, fine. Because they don't decide your worthiness. They don't decide, you know, how valuable you are. The only person that decides how valuable you are is you, because at the end of the day, you are the one who can do things for yourself, like I said earlier. You are the one with the power. So when you accept yourself, it's going to help you realize that, you know, all these years wasted trying to be accepted by others, by doing all these kinds of crazy things, was a waste of time, and you're not going to do that anymore. And that's the greatest thing, because now you are free. You are not just pretending. You're not putting this mask all day long that is so tiring just because people can accept you, just because people can approve of you. Last but not least is number 5, and that is self-acceptance is going to help you become your own cheerleader. You know, once you realize that you can go on through life cheering yourself up indefinitely and becoming your own advocate, that's power. That's real power. You know how it feels so good when your mom or someone that you appreciate says something to you? This is way better, because this is something that you can control. This is something that you have with you all the time, and it's just power. Because for me, I used to think that there has to be this web of situations and people that help me achieve things in my life. And when something breaks, when someone says something or something goes wrong, I go to this dark place, or I just give up, because I didn't know that I can be my own cheerleader, that I can be my own advocate in life, within and without when necessary. And this gives you power, and this makes me so happy. This just gives me freedom and happiness like nothing else. And this is what you have to practice. It doesn't matter what you've done in your past. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you feel like you lack in life. It doesn't matter if you think like you have been weak, or you have not been able to achieve the things you want. It doesn't matter. You can start now to advocate for yourself within yourself. Watch your inner dialogue and your outer dialogue when you're, connecting with other people. Talk to yourself in a way that's going to inspire you to do things in your life that you've never done. It doesn't matter if you've not done it before. You can start now. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you don't have the degrees or these accolades that you feel are necessary in order to achieve the things you want in life, because you don't. They're not necessary. The only thing that you need to do now is to cheer yourself up. Keep uplifting yourself no matter what.